Hello everyone, we are back for Kubera. As always, it's a Friday. If you pay attention to my Twitter, link in the description, you should definitely follow me there. I, as of recording this, moments ago, put out a tweet complaining about my Wi-Fi, and it seems that in response to that, it sorted its shit out. So, all's well that ends well, I suppose. And so, we are recording Kubera now. Yeah, that gives you an idea of when things are being done. It's Thursday for me right now, it'll be Friday for you. So we just roll with the punches and just get straight into it. I got nothing else that I really need to say. Yeah. Let's just run it.
I don't see any buildings around the lake. I heard the sky here is red because of the temple itself. Maybe it's actually because of the lake inside the temple. Anyway, I need to look for someone who might be able to help. But I don't know anything about this place. Aside from Concha's, where I was staying, or some famous planets, I don't care about Wolverhampton.
Willarv. Come on down to Willarv. No, terrible joke. Anyhow.
They're talking about the remote planet again.
Talking about the remote planet again. Let's sneak out and play.
And it's too dangerous to jump back in the lake. There's no guarantee that this lake is constantly connected to the abyss, either. If it were, this planet would have been destroyed long ago.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't get too close to the lake. It'll suck you in. Get out of there before you get in trouble.
They both seem to have what looks like Yaksha tails. One of them is talking in the Sura tongue. The other is using human language. Judging by the transcendental value, there must be Rakshasa and a half. That's a rare combination. One you'd only see in the past. An even rarer combo.
A Rakshasa and a quarter.
Never mind.
When are they now? Are they 600 years in the past? Probably. Likely. Almost certainly. Season 3, episode 168. The Weight of Time, 8.
If you keep going this way, you'll come across the area where the Garudasura live. As far as I know, there aren't any Nastika there, so you better keep an eye out just in case.
I'm glad they're not asking me any questions. I'd hate to have to explain to them where I'm from. Thanks for showing me the way. Now, I'd better get going.
Wait, are you taking that human with you? I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Oh. Don't worry, he'll be fine with me. Wait. How am I going to wake Ron up? It's not like he'll recover in a Garuda village without any Nastika. Come to think of it, it'd probably be better to leave him here in Calabloom.
Calabloom?
Yeah, the city right down here. I'll leave him with a regeneration magician. There's no city? I can't believe it. I thought there'd be a city in D500.
I don't know why I have my earphones in.
D500? What's that? You must be thinking of some other place. There aren't any cities on a remote planet like this. Are you from a developed star system like Rama 13? Rama 13?
That was mentioning conditions for affection, wasn't it? Which was the one with, Nameless 52 and, the Agni. The Agni. Right? That's where that's from. That was a long time ago. Oh my.
Rama 13? Never even heard of it. Maybe this isn't the year D500 at all. They haven't even heard of D500. Then we might be even further back in the past. How is this possible? What happened while we were swimming through the lake? How did I end up further back in time?
Go tell you-know-who what's going on. I'll deal with him.
Huh? You can understand the Sura language too?
Of course. You ask a lot of strange questions. Go on. I'll handle this.
You two seem really close. Is it common for Sura and humans to get along so well here?
Yeah, because the king of the Yaksha clan lives on this planet. The Yaksha living here, at least, have accepted the king's teachings, and get along well with humans.
I'm not surprised. Sura tends to do whatever the king does. Shuri is known for looking out for humans. By the way, if Shuri is here...
Shuri's not here, is she? It's not Shuri, is it?
If Shuri is here, maybe it'd be better to just go and see her instead of going to the Garuda village.
What did you just say?
Huh? I said it'd be better to go see Shuri. You said there aren't any Garuda Nastika on this planet, right? Then I might as well go talk to the king, even if we're from different races. Wait. Is this before Shuri became king? Is this back when Yaksha, the first king, was still alive? That can't be. If I'm that far back in the past...
What are you talking about? Are the Garuda gonna do something to the Yaksha?
No, this has nothing to do with the Garuda. Yaksha was killed by the Asura after he lent his heart to a human because he didn't regenerate it. You should never have trusted humans in the first place. Strange. Why do I have this sinking feeling in my heart? It's just I'm half crying, but I feel like I've done something terrible. Why do I have this urge to get on my knees and beg for forgiveness all of a sudden? No, I didn't do anything wrong. I just told the truth. He died because he trusted a good-for-nothing human. Why would he lend his heart to those despicable creatures? What a fool! The heck was that just now?
I think I see what's going on now. I've seen a few people like you before. You got dragged back in time, didn't you? And you want to get back to where you came from, right? This kid, you know, might be a touch extreme of an assumption, but do we think this is Yaksha? Either that or a god who's like suppressing their transcendental value, if you can do that, right? Like, it's this followed by this. Okay, right. One of you commented last week that if I'd read one more chapter, I wouldn't have been able to stop where I did. And yeah, I'm kind of seeing it. I'm seeing it. Oh boy, I'm seeing it. Yeah, I get you. I get you. For real, for real. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah?
Then come with me. I'll help you.
Right, that saves me the trouble of having to explain everything. I just hope I can find a way to go back. Wait. That's the sword that human used. The sword of return? Or something. How now it's stuck in the ground here?
I mean, yeah, it's where it's supposed to be, Maruna. Kali left it here. I just found out recently that you can travel to other dimensions with it.
Really? Wait, but traveling to other dimensions doesn't...
What the fuck? What the hell? That was wild. It was a yawn of incredible convulsion. That was a string of words I just said. What the fuck does that mean? Christ.
But traveling to other dimensions doesn't necessarily mean traveling through time, right?
If you can get to a dimension beyond time, you can transcend time itself. Haven't you already been somewhere like that?
Of course. I can't...
Oh, wait. Of course, I can't guarantee it'll work, but it's worth a shot.
But I've heard it's dangerous to use the sword.
I guess you're not that desperate to go back, then. Why don't you talk to that human when he wakes up? It's not easy for a human to draw the sword. But I have a feeling he'd be able to do it.
Absolutely not!
Why not? That's up to him to decide. If he's willing to do anything to go back, then why stop him? Humans are the perfect disposable tools when you need them. If you just let the human use the sword, you can benefit from its powers without suffering any of the negative effects. What's the big deal? That's what you've always done, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't just some random kid. Ain't no way. But also, interesting thing, right? The Sword of Return. If it is drawn by someone, they are the owner. And so if either Ran or Maruna were to draw the blade this far in the past, it would be theirs. Which would mean it wouldn't have been where it needed to be when Lise drew it, unless they died. However, we know that this Ran and Maruna don't die, because they're in the present. Right. As of the previous arc, right? And they don't own the Sword of Return. Lise does, right? So neither of these two draw the sword. Because otherwise they'd own it. It'd be theirs, and Lise wouldn't be able to have it because it wouldn't have been there for her to draw in the first place. That's one of them died, and we know that isn't true. However, there is someone that we know that can draw the sword, even if they don't own it, that can wield it because of their connection to Kali. And we just so happen to know that a version of them is currently roaming around on the opposite side of a lake. You catch my drift? You feeling where I'm coming from? You seeing what I'm seeing? I mean, you know, but like, that's just a little bit of speculation on my part. Right, let me get back to where I was. Just do what you usually do. I hope higher beings than you will treat you the same way you treat humans. Now, first we've got to wake this guy up.
I'll just draw the sword myself. But if this doesn't work, you won't live long, half. I'm not doing this for a human or whatever. It's just that Ron passed out because he got hit instead of me.
It's not even early. It's hit 11 o'clock. I know I woke up early. I woke up fucking 4 hours ago. I just looked out my window. It's a lovely day. God damn. I'm kind of glad I've got today off work, but I'll do anything. Some. Although, recently it's been very hot, although today is an exception. It's like 10 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday, which is absolutely fucking beautiful. That's Celsius, by the way, but any Fahrenheit users, superior measurement is Celsius, I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on.
My pride wouldn't let me take advantage of him to use this sword too.
Ah! Sorry, there's only enough sword for one of us.
What the hell? What are you doing here?
What? What are you doing? Get in there before it closes.
She doesn't seem very surprised. It's almost like she knew that human would appear.
Hurry up. If it closes, you'll be stuck here.
Fine. Anyway, thanks for the tip, Yaksha half.
What the fuck? Okay, I mean, I was wrong. Okay, my assumption was wrong, but... How? What do you mean? What the fuck is going on? What? How are you here? Yeah, you're not normal. I hope you alert. Oh my god, it was Shuri! I hope you will learn to embrace many more lives than just that one human child of Garuda. It was fucking Shuri!
The passage closed. I can't go back there anymore. All I can do is follow that human.
What the fuck was this sequence? Bro, that was wild. That did not go the way I thought it would. That's wilder than I expected. Excuse me? What? I'm sorry, but how is Lise there? Thing is, I don't doubt it will make sense. I don't doubt it will make perfect sense when we actually get to an explanation. Because Korigama's the goat. Anyway, carrying on.
I don't know what that human's doing here. When she left Concha's before me, we're probably heading the same way. If I just keep following her. Keep following... she's so fast! I can't catch up with her!
You know, no matter how fast you are, someone's always faster. You can chase me, but you'll never catch me.
Yeah. I'm all nasally.
What's going on?
Season 3, episode 169. The Weight of Time, 9.
Something's written on this parchment. But I can't make it out. Where am I? Where'd that human go?
They're in the fucking Hoti Vishnu void space. Say go, let's go!
Sagara? What's Sagara doing here? Looks like she hasn't seen me yet. Did I say something? It seems like she's able to read it.
Why don't we ask for help since we don't have any other options?
You're right. Huh? Hey, how long have you been awake?
Since the start of the passage.
What? Why didn't you say anything?
Because the passage is floating in the air, but I can't fly. I thought it'd be better for the both of us if I just pretended to be asleep. Do you know her? Can she fly too?
I've seen her fly as a full Surah, but she can't fly in that state.
So you can just float in here if you can't fly?
Right.
Ah! Why did you just drop me like that? You could have at least put me down gently.
You think I care what happens to you? You can't even help me grow anymore.
Then why'd you bring me this far? I seem to remember taking off this cape because I was too hot, but who put it back on me?
Do you ever shut up?
Doesn't look like she can hear us. She didn't react to the sound of our voices. That's not true. Yeah, that's not true at all. You didn't take it off because you were too hot. Chandra took it. That's not true at all.
Maybe she's just focused on something else. I better go and check.
Hey! Wait!
Ugh, what now?
Half of your body disappeared just now. There seems to be some kind of invisible barrier here. And you're not supposed to cross it.
What the fuck? Huh?
Look. It looks like the same place, but the blue-haired girl is gone. Maybe we're entering another time when we cross the barrier?
Did I cross a barrier like this without it realizing it when I was swimming through the abyss to the lake of reflection? Zagara's not here. And those mysterious records are almost all blank.
Jesus, why am I yawning?
When I looked at them before, I couldn't read them. There's definitely something written on them. Saying that they're all blank now, does that mean we're farther back in time?
What do you think? We really don't have any other options, so we might as well just cross over to this side, huh?
I don't know. Our goal is to get back to the future.
How many gigawatts do you need to do that?
But I'm not even sure if we're going in the right direction. We could end up trapped in the past forever.
Still, you can't just stay here. When there are no other options, you might as well just try something new. What are these long sheets of parchment paper? There's nothing written on them. They're just endless sheets of blank paper. Deliberately blank, mind you. The same thing keeps repeating.
The same thing just keeps repeating itself. this keeps up, Ron Cyrov might. Are you sure about this? If we're in another time loop.
Oh, right. That'd be a real nuisance for you. If I start saying weird stuff, just give me a lump of... Just call me a lump of meat or something like last time.
First, I want to know about that strange power of yours. I don't want to take the risk of... any risk with someone using power I don't know anything about.
I thought I was nothing to you. Now you think I'm a threat?
You? A threat? I could kill you whenever I want. It's just... I want to avoid any chance of something going wrong for me. I'm serious! I haven't even used my most powerful transcendental yet. With that, I could easily...
So what you're saying is you spared me. I've already lost the Eye of Punishment. You still left me alive.
No, I just...
Thanks. Listen. My mother is a half from the Yaksha clan.
Why are you talking about your family again? You didn't even answer my question. You told me about your family a million times. Just tell me about that strange power.
My grandmother, my maternal grandmother was a Nastika named Hanuman.
Oh, fuck. Hanuman. That was the third king of the Yaksha after Shuri. She wasn't exactly known for liking humans. So she had a half-baby with a human? And Ron Cyrov is her descendant?
I didn't know her name before, but the person who woke me up before told me. How did a descendant of Hanuman end up with this heart? Child, I'm not in the future where you're from. Wasn't there anyone who tried to get the king's heart back? Ron has Yaksha's heart?! Maybe there's nothing I can do to stop that from happening to the king. Why did you have to tell me this? Now I'm going to suffer for the rest of my life. In this world, time is very cruel. I got my powers from my mother. I must have gotten that heart from my mother too. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe it's not the kind of heart I'm thinking of. Maybe it's some kind of metaphor.
No, it's literally a heart.
What? You mean you guys can do that too? Give your heart to someone else?
Taking out our heart is enough to kill most of us. As long as we don't regenerate our bodies when it's been separated, some Nastika even use the techniques to make weapons.
Wow. Have you done it too?
I'm talking about Nastika. It's hard for Rakshas to control their regeneration like that. I heard the Yaksha died in Wilvarov.
That's twice now that it's been written like... Have I been reading it wrong? I used to say Wilvarov, but there's no E, so it's Wilvarov. Wilvarov. Rav. I don't know why I'm being grass, glass, and pass. But... What? Interesting.
His bones and skin have been traded there. But I figure they would have already gotten a hold of something as important as his heart. That couldn't possibly have gone to one of Hanuman's descendants, just by chance. Hanuman must have gotten the heart, and given it to her descendant herself. Valuing her own family over her race. I'm surprised at Hanuman. He's quite similar to God Hava in that sense.
Hey, check this out. Something's written. Check it out. Check this out. Some writing just appeared on the blank paper. Wait, is this really writing? It's all squiggly. Maybe it's just a picture? What the hell?
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. Alright. It's showtime. Some Taraka, I presume.
What are those? What race are they? Sura? Taraka? They're more like Sura than gods or humans. Can't tell what race they are. They almost look like malformed Taraka. And by their eyes, are definitely not.
Yeah, this looks like a weird Gadhava Sura. This is a... Again, looks like a Gadhava, but it's also got this big giant mouth, so maybe like a Yaksha. This looks like a bug. So, what clan are the bugs? What clan's Hura from? It's all coming to me. Let's carry on.
Whatever they are, looks like they're busy fighting each other. Let's just get out of here. I think I see a way out over there.
Hey! Wait, take me with you! I'm trying to move around! I don't have anything to grab onto now that those long sheets of paper are gone.
Ugh.
Season 3, episode 170. The Weight of Time, 10. Nice flying skills.
You don't shut that mouth of yours, I'm gonna drop you right here.
Wow. What was that just now? It looked like a huge Bhavani Marut spell.
We don't have time to worry about that right now. Someone's after us.
What? Where? It's too far away. Can you really see from this distance?
Hold on tight.
What? Did you surify? Must be a strong opponent for you to take on your Sura form. Also, I love that it's just like basically instantaneous.
Relax. I only dodged that attack because I couldn't be bothered to deal with them, not because I was scared.
Wow, your Transcendentals is really strong. Look, the rift got bigger.
She's still coming after me even after seeing that attack. I guess she really wants to die.
What are you doing? The exit's right there! Just forget all of this and head for the exit!
There's no guarantee we'll end up in Wilvrov in the future even if we go through that exit. Seeing how many detours we've made so far, that thing will probably take us to another random time period.
I don't know. This is a bit different to what's happened before. You know, the first time the world, you know, the void cracked underneath your feet. And the second time you swam through a lake. This time is a bit different. So perhaps?
It might be worth a shot if there are no other options, but I have a feeling that one knows something. I'm gonna hunt her down and get some answers from her.
But who are you talking about? Is this her you know?
No, it's a human. A human walking the path of Asura. A magician who'll most likely end up in hell.
Asha? Long time no see, Mr. Ron Syrov. What are you doing here? I'm just taking a little break as a side effect of overusing Hodi Vishnu. What are you doing? What are you doing with a Sura who murders humans? Oh, do you know how many people he's killed while turning the sky red? I know, but the gods give us a mission. Was Lee's fine with it? Even after seeing the one who destroyed her village? I'm sure she wasn't. She probably wasn't. I'm sure she wasn't. She probably just let him go because it was an order from the gods. And Ron, you know very well how Lise feels. You're just choosing to ignore it out of convenience. Because he's Lisa's archenemy, not yours. Because it's her family that died, not yours. That's why you're with him. Am I wrong? You acted as if you'll be on her side forever. But you're just like everyone else. Just another selfish modern human. More interesting turns of phrase from Asha. More interesting turns of phrase. Asha, you are an interesting one. Also, this is very clearly Asha before she's come back in our present. So this is not the present. This is probably a this might actually be like, looking at how she appears, this is probably about 7 years ago. Because her hair's about the same length it was when she left and she's wearing the same cloak. And her arm is still fine. So, I imagine this is 7 years ago. Not too far from the present. They've made progress. Treating those with less than you like charity cases. Making yourself feel better through hypocrisy. Sticking your nose in other people's business. And making yourself seem like the good guy. You just pretend to care. But you don't really feel any empathy. Unless he kills your own family, he's just another person to you.
She talks even more than Ron. Why is he taking her so seriously? I was hoping she might know something useful. But she doesn't seem very helpful.
Clearly, I need a nap, is what I'm discovering. Jesus. It's not your own fault. It's more of a fundamental limitation of modern humans. The ability to genuinely empathize with sorrow and anger of others belongs exclusively to the old human race. The one that's now gone. That ability was just a nuisance to the Astika and Nastika. After the old human race was destroyed, the current human race was created with a lower level of empathy. You and I may have different levels of empathy, but in the end, we both face the same limitation that all modern humans have. But because I experienced the same kind of trauma as Lee's, I can't just pretend nothing happened to you. Get back, or you'll get yourself killed. I can't guarantee your safety while I'm fighting. And this seems to be what causes Marina to develop, if I'm being honest.
It'll be hard to kill her, but if I do, we'll end up losing the only clue that might lead us back to the future.
And we know she doesn't die as well. Not that... not that Vishnu wouldn't correct things if Asha were to die here.
I've got to make sure she stays alive until I get the information I need. I'll just have to let her hit me. Oh well. She's just some magician who never had the guts to face me. She's using some kind of Indra magic to make her weapon a bit stronger, but that doesn't matter to me.
Maruna. This is a powered up Asha. Obviously, you that's recounting this to Samfati is strong enough to fight current Asha. Right? Probably strong enough to kill current Asha. However, you're currently in your 4th stage. And yes, Asha's probably weaker here, but she's still in a boosted state compared to when you would have last seen her.
Use the power of your heart or else you want to... Use the power of your heart, or else you might die.
I'd be careful with that if I were you. Then again, I'm still alive as well. So I guess you don't have to worry as much about consuming your lifespan. Wait, do you really have to fight him right now? Why don't we get out of here first and then think it over? This is what I mean. You're just another stranger to me.
Have you lost your mind? Attacking me with a weapon that has the same attribute as me? She's weak. She doesn't even have enough current to pierce through my resistance. Why is she being so foolish? Wait. Something's appearing behind that human. Looks like a form that belongs to the Ananta clan.
Okay, maybe this is a bit later than 7 years. Okay.
Ron! Do you know anything about that human's weapon? Hey! Ignore all that crap she said. You better focus if you want to stay alive. If you zone out now, you'll end up as a fried hunk of meat.
Right.
Do you know anything about that human's weapon?
It's called Vajra. It's a god-level item from Indra. And I hear it strengthens Indra magic.
That's what I thought. And what's happening here? Is she using the god-level item for another ability?
Hey! Your arm! I told you to get away from him, Mr. Ron Syrov. We should do one more, as I would feel remiss to do only 3 chapters for you all. You know, it would be cruel and unusual to leave you short and hanging like that.
How dare you!
Don't use your transcendentals. She'll only absorb it. You won't do any damage. Let's just get out of here, okay? What's the use of getting any information if we die in the process?
You're trying to protect that human because you know her.
I'm saying that she might kill you.
That silly little human could never kill me.
Stop being so arrogant!
Stay out of my way, Ron.
Stop, Asha! Your body is disintegrating too! Season 3, episode 171, The Weight of Time, 11. You're still protecting him, aren't you? And yet you're trying to do the same to me. What kind of hypocrisy is this now? I feel bad for all the people who've suffered, all the people who've suffered. I really do. But the gods have decided to keep him alive. And I wouldn't have made it this far without him. He pulled me back from the brink of death countless times. I can't just turn my back on him now. That's because all those victims are just strangers to you and the gods. You don't need to make any excuses for why you're defending your enemy. Someday, when the victim isn't a stranger, you'll mean it when you say you feel bad for the victims. When the victim isn't a stranger? What do you mean? When I mean exactly what I said, Ron Syrov. Whomst is that? I wonder. Obvious. Creatures without any guilt or remorse are bound to repeat the same mistakes. So look out for the people around you. Once true revenge comes knocking at your door, you'll realize how empty it sounds to say you feel bad for others. Ugh! Go ahead. We came in here on different paths, and we'll leave on different paths. See you again in N23, if you survive until then. I hope you'll see things a bit differently then.
Ugh! I'm regenerating way too slowly. Something's not right. Damn it. If only Ron didn't get in my way. Could I have won if he stayed out of the way? I could have won. I'd never lose to some stupid human. Ron just stood up for that human because he knows her. I would have totally won if he didn't interfere. No doubt about it. Still, there's no point going after her now.
So that's not what caused Maria to develop. And it wasn't Yuta in the Abyss. What the fuck is going to cause him to develop? I assume it's the accumulation of these instances that will. But what is it going to be that causes the, you know, the big push, the big moment, the big evolution? Well, it's more metamorphosis, I imagine. Although Yuta's case, no. Yuta's was a bit different because he was at a crossroads and it was, you know, a split for his evolution, and his choice was going to determine where he went. And as such, there was complications. Whereas I imagine for other Sura, it's kind of just like a Pokemon evolution or a Digimon evolution. You know what I mean? Where it just kind of, you know, boom, and it's done.
There's no guarantee that I'll end up back where we were before if I go through that thing. It'd be a bother if we miss each other. I better just wait here for a bit. Where am I anyway? Definitely doesn't look like Wolverov in N23.
Stop following us, please!
What the? That old human speaks the Sura language. He's not good at using her transcendentals. One looks like She looks way too old to be a Rakshasa. Maybe she's an Azteca hiding her Sura form into those clothes. Maybe she's a half who speaks the Sura language. She's very likely a half. She looks too weak to be an Azteca.
Look, Maruna, you're gauging on whether people are halves or not. It has been, within these past 4 chapters, wrong. 100% of the time so far with thinking that was a half when it was actually fucking Shuri. So it was really true. They said I'd find help if I kept coming this way. Please help this child. Help. This child doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what he did. He doesn't even know realize what happened. He shouldn't be held responsible for his sins.
I'm in no position to help.
See? He's not a bad child by nature. He's just very young. Because he's young and hard to change doesn't mean he has no right to live. It's just cut.
Whatever that child did has nothing to do with me. I'll help you briefly since he healed me, but I'm not getting into any fights. I don't fight any enemies I don't know, and I never really pick any fights I can't win.
Just help us get somewhere that he can't reach us. Anywhere as long as I'm not here. Are you sure this will take us away from this place?
Yeah, I can't guarantee that it'll be a better place than here, though.
So, who is this child? Who is this? And Maruna, you're going to fling them through time. You're just going to fling random people through time. But also, this. So it was really true. They said I'd find help if I kept coming this way. That could mean 2 things. It could mean there were somebody that they know at this point in time, we don't know what it is, told them, just go that way, eventually you will find a place that's safe. You'll find somebody that'll help. Not necessarily referring to Maruna. Or it's Vishnu. Or it's somebody else that got catapulted through time. Because given what Shuri said a couple of chapters ago, it doesn't seem to be extraordinarily rare. I can't protect this child here anyway, so even the faint ray of hope is better than nothing. Thank you. By the way, what's your name?
I, can't tell you that. I don't know what year this is or who that woman is. I can't reveal my name to strangers.
Alright. It wouldn't be right for me to keep my name a secret too, since you helped us so much. My name is Manaka. I'm still not used to the name, so it's hard for me to use my power. But in time I'll get used to it, and this child will be able to protect himself too.
I kind of wish this text bar was a bit higher. I can't quite make out that panel.
I don't know where we'll be or what we'll look like, but at least remember my name, and someday come and repay me. So come see me again someday. I'll repay you for all your help.
Wait, is that child's name?
Gadhava. He's a creature who shouldn't have received a name.
Ah! Oh my fucking god! These past 4 chapters have been insane!
But now he's got one of the most precious names in the universe.
Yeah? Me too, Maruna?
I'm not sure how much this baby will remember you.
but I'm sure he'll remember your kindness. I hope we'll meet again someday under better circumstances than this.
I can't believe this. Manaka. God, Ava. They were in the form of an old woman and a child. Way back in the day when Nastika couldn't even use their powers because they weren't used to their names. Then, is this the very beginning of the universe? That means I've traveled even further back in time? Damn it! I've gone way off course. I knew that something was strange about that passage. I should have gone through it. I should have captured that magician and Ron ruined everything. Wait a minute. Passage is closed. Crap. Ron's nowhere to be seen. I've lost my only way back.
Huh? What happened? Where's the lady we were after? Who's that?
They're the ones who were after Manaka. I definitely don't stand a chance against them. Try to make a run for it. I'll look even more suspicious and they'll attack me. For now, I'm gonna turn around and face them. Whether they're good gods or Sura, I just hope they'll understand my situation. Oh no. This is even worse than I could have imagined. It's Indra, King of the Azteca.
And next time it seems like Value's gonna be important. Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking Christ. This arc is unreal. This is unreal. This is absolutely unreal. What in the hell? I don't eat. Oh my god. Well then, let's see what this fucking Git's got to say for himself then. And given by Maruna's reaction, he's gonna be a right fucker, isn't he? Right. We'll leave that there. I hope you've all enjoyed. Like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell if you feel like, and I might as well mention this in one video. I now have channel memberships unlocked, so, you know, you can do that if you feel like it. All it'll be is early videos, ever. That's all it'll ever be. So, for example, you'd get this, like, a day early. But I'm not going to put any effort into that unless there's actually value in doing so. So, as of right now, that's not the case. But if I actually got members, then I'd do it. But I'm not expecting to. Your money's much better off used somewhere else. I don't need it. I have a job. So, yes. Anyway, with that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I hope to join next time for another video. Ta-ta. Bye now.